Hey guys, welcome back to Geekborn. So today we're talking about the new Morbius trailer that was put out. So there's a lot to unpack, decent amount to talk about when we're talking about this Morbius trailer. So we're gonna go through. It says that it wants you to know this is the production company that made Spider-Man: Far From Home, Spider-Man: Homecoming, and Venom, because since Spider-Man is part of the MCU, but and they use a lot of MCU elements in the Spider-Man movies, Spider-Man is still much Sony right now. And when all this stuff was in the air with Spider-Man and Sony earlier in the year, or last year, I guess, they decided to add some Spider-Man stuff. You can see clearly in the background. Well, I guess if you haven't seen the trailer, go check it out before we start talking about it, so you'll know what we're talking about here. But we have a picture of Spider-Man in the background, and it says "murderer" across him. I guess maybe alluding to the fact that people think that he's a murderer for killing Mysterio in Far From Home. If they're going to continue that over, I heard that J.K. Simmons is going to reprise his role as J. Jonah Jameson in this film, kind of like they did at the end of Far From Home. We have the murderer Spider-Man thing. Of course, they might incorporate Spider-Man a little bit more. Maybe. I kind of doubt it. Just little hints here, but Spider-Man only has one real solo film left with the Marvel deal. If they choose not to continue that, if this makes money, I mean, Sony might just make their own Spider-Man, Spider-Verse, like a offshoot universe of the Marvel MCU, since we know that they are doing a, the multiverse, with the Multiverse of Madness coming out later. But it's hard to see what they got going on with the Spider-Man murder, and then at the very end we hear a very familiar voice, and then at the very end we see his face. It is Michael Keaton, but we're not sure if he is playing the Vulture character as of right now. We just know that Michael Keaton, for whatever reason, has an appearance in this film that it made it into the trailer. Hopefully there's more of him in the movie than there is in the trailer. We'll find out a little bit more closer when the movie comes out in the summer, what's going on with that. Maybe I'll give more updates. I don't know if I'm going to do, there's a lot to talk about with the Morbius trailer, so I figured I would go in and discuss that. I don't know if there's going to be more stuff. I mean, I want to talk about geeky content, so we're here with the geeky content for you guys. But I've unpacked most of what I can for the Spider-Man, Spider-Verse, Morbius. A lot of people are upset because these are a lot of very Spider-Man, heavy villains and characters that are being used in this non-Spider-Man cinematic universe that they're making. I'm excited to see what they do. The Morbius trailer itself looks pretty good. Jared Leto looks, decent. The effects that I saw look good, in the trailer. I'm excited to see something. Maybe this will lead up to team up for a Maximum Carnage. Maybe they'll have a Venom and Morbius and Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man all just team up together. Maybe they'll incorporate some more characters. I don't know, maybe Morbius will become part of the Sinister Six, and they'll have a big Sinister Six Spider-Man. Maybe Venom will stay on the anti-hero side and team up with Spider-Man. Maybe Venom will go more on the bad side and become part of the Sinister Six. If they ever get that far. I mean, they've been wanting to do something like that for probably close to a decade now. But because there's almost as many Spider-Mans as Spider-Man movies as there are Batman movies at this point. Um, and I'm excited to see what's going on. Some people will probably get tired of it, but I'm always excited for more. See what's gonna happen next. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. I'll check you in the next video. And remember, some of us are just born geeky. Have a good one.